If you're getting into Solana development, the first hurdle is installing everything and setting up your local environment. So in this video, I'll take you from zero to deploying your program on the local blockchain running on your machine. By the end of this video, you will understand how to set up your local environment for Solana development, how wallets and key pairs work, what are the different clusters of Solana networks, and how to create, build, and deploy your program on the local blockchain. So let's get started. First, let's start by installing dependencies. Solana provides a single command to install all these dependencies. So for that, let's go to solana.com/docs/intro/installation. And here is the command. So let's copy this, go to a terminal, let's paste it. This official installer from Solana sets up everything you need. Rust, Solana CLI, Anchor, Surfpool, and or any other dependencies that is required. So let's wait for the installation to be completed. I'm going to speed up the video a little bit and jump ahead to when the installation is completed. A quick note though, Solana moves fast. So by the time you watch this, the commands might have changed. So always check the official documentation when something doesn't work from the tutorial. Great. So the installation is complete and all the toolchain is installed. So let's move on to the next topic. Before I explain any theory, let's get started something running. We'll be starting a local Solana blockchain using Surfpool. So let's run this command. We'll clear the window. Surfpool start. So Surfpool is a modern replacement for the older Solana test validator. It spins up a local Solana network called Softnet on your machine. What makes Surfpool special is that it can automatically fetch mainnet programs on demand. So, for example, if your program needs to interact with a real DeFi program on mainnet, Surfpool can pull that data in real time. For now, we are just using it as a local blockchain. You can see its process. You can see that it's processing slots. Slots are basically similar to blocks in other blockchains. And here is a And here is the JSON RPC URL. We'll be using this to interact with the softnet. And Surfpool also has a UI that you can use to interact with the local blockchain. And it's available at this URL. So let's keep the terminal running and we'll do everything else on the new terminal. Now that you have local network running, let me explain what all different networks exist in Solana. These are called clusters. So one is local. So what you just started is called Localnet. It's a personal mini blockchain running on your computer. It's great for local development because you have full control over it. You can get unlimited free sol for testing, and no one else can see what you're doing. Another is Devnet. It's basically public test network. When you want your others to test your program, you deploy it on your Devnet, and so you can get free sol from faucet, and they don't have any real monetary value behind them. Another is Testnet. It's this one is mainly for the core contributors of Solana to stress test network upgrades and validate the performance. And you probably won't use this as an app developer. And the final one is Mainnet Beta. It's the real deal. It's a production, it's live network where Sol has a monetary value, and this is where you will be finally deploying your program when you're ready for the real users. All right, so let's check the color configuration using this command solana config get, and we can see that it's currently connected with the devnet. And since we're using a local blockchain here, a local net here, you will be adding this URL and setting it to local net. So for setting it, we run solana config set u, and we will have to enter the URL here, localhost 8899. And you can see here that the RPC URL is changed to the URL that we just entered, and then it's now connected with the local net. If you want to change it to mainnet, so you just need to replace this with mainnet beta, and then it will connect with the mainnet. So let's revert back to local chain. Yes. Let's once again check whether the configuration has been set properly. Yes, so it's connected with the local chain. Before we can deploy anything, you need a wallet to interact with the blockchain. But I want to clear up a common misconception regarding what a wallet is in crypto. So what wallet is actually a bit misleading. Your assets don't live in a wallet app or your phone or a computer. They live on the blockchain itself. They never leave the blockchain in accounts. What you actually have is a key pair. It's a combination of public key and private key. And if you want to understand it better, you can take the analogy of email. Public key is similar to your email address. You need to share it with other people so that they can send you things. And your private key is like a password for your email account, and proves that you own the account, right? The only difference is that if you forget your email password, there is a forgot password button, and then you can reset your email. But in case of private key, there is no such option. If you lose your private key, then you lose access to your assets. So always keep your private key safe. Okay, so basically, what we call wallet apps are basically interface to for managing your keys. Similar to how Gmail is an interface for managing your email, but your emails never leave Google servers. So let's just check if you already have a wallet set up. Solana, you can check the public key or the wallet address using this command, and you can see that we have one wallet generated. But if you don't have this wallet, then you can use this keygen command here. So for that, run solana keygen new, and it will generate a new wallet for you. Since we already have a wallet here, then I won't be running this command. Let's check the balance here. So you can run solana balance, and it will check the balance, show the balance of this address. So I have 1,000 sol, like from my previous some experiments. But if you see a zero sol balance, you can get more sol using solana add drop, and the number of sol that you want. So let's say 5 sol. Oh, sorry, that's a typo. Solana add drop 5, and and you can see the balance here. We can again verify it using this command solana balance, and you can see we've got additional 5 sol here. So now let's create a first Solana program. We'll be using Anchor, which is the most popular framework for Solana development. If you're coming from Ethereum, Anchor is similar to Hard Hat or Foundry, right? If you're a web developer, think of it like how Next.js gives you structure and tooling on top of React.js, right? Or how Rails give you convention on top of Ruby. You can write raw Rust programs, but Anchor handles a lot of boilerplate and then gives you a better developer experience. So to get started, first CD into the location where you want to go, install your Anchor program, and then run this command anchor init. We'll give the name we'll name our program hello world here, and then run this command. And Anchor will create a scaffold of complete project structure. So let's wait for it to be let's wait for it to initialize the project. It's initialized. Let's cd into the project name hello world. Let's check the files. You can see that Anchor initialized, and you can see that the Anchor initialized the project with these files and folders. Yes, so this is the scaffold that Anchor generated, and we'll just walk through what all files it has created. So this is the most important file, lib.rs, and so declare ID is a macro from Anchor, and it declares the ID for the program. It's basically similar to a contact address on Ethereum. After your program is deployed, this is how we'll be referring to or identifying the program on the Explorer or blockchain. Then we have this anchor.toml file. So it defines the configuration of where the program will be deployed and what's the ID of the program is. And let's look into this file. So here, this program macro defines that whatever comes in this section is basically your program, and you can define instructions within this program. So currently we have only one instruction initialize, and that basically outputs a greeting message. And then we have this account called initialize. So on Solana, everything is an account, and like we'll discuss this in more depth in some other video. So for each instruction, we have to define an account that it will use, and we also have some tests in TypeScript here that will be running to test our program. So let's build our program and run the test. So let's compile a program first using the anchor build, and then it converts the code into PPF bytecode that Solana can run. And this compilation takes a while, especially when you're running it for the first time. So don't worry if it takes a minute or a couple of minutes. So let's wait for it to compile, build the program and compile. And I'll be speeding up this video and jump ahead to the point where the build process has been completed and has been compiled. The build process creates few important files in the target directory, a compile program with the .so extension, and then IDL. All right, so the build process has been completed and the code is compiled. Now, before we deploy, I'll be running tests to make sure our code is working fine. And there seems to be an error here. Let's see what the error is. Actually, the issue was that the default test they spin up a fresh local validator and then they run test using that. So because we had Surfnet already running on the same port, the test was failing. So now I've closed the Surfnet. Let's try it again. Anchor test, and as you can see here, now the test is passing. Now next, we'll be deploying this to localnet. So for that, let's start the Surfnet again. Go to terminal, Surfnet, start. Oh, sorry, Surfpool, start. Okay, the Surfpool is working now, and let's go back to the repo here and run the command anchor deploy. It will start deploying our program on the local net, a softnet, and you can see that it's sending the transactions here. And here is the signature of the transaction that deployed the program. This is the ideal account location. So let's check the signature here. So the easiest way to check the transaction is by going to Surfpool Studio, and let's go here. You can see the recent transaction here that deployed the program. Alternatively, you can use the Solscan on any other blockchain explorer. Let's copy this again and go to paste the signature here, and then it will take you to the transaction. Yes, before that you need to connect with the local net here. So now it's connected, and let's check it again. And yes, this is the transaction that deployed the program. We can check the program page as well. Now, so this is the program ID, and we can search it here. And here is the program that we just deployed. Yeah, so that was it. And So let's recap what we did. Installed all the Solana dependencies with one command. Started local Solana blockchain on a machine using Surfpool. Learned about different Solana clusters: Localnet, Mainnet, Devnet, and Testnet. We created key pair and understood how the wallets and keys actually work. Created an anchor project with a Hello World program, and we built and tested that program, and then we deployed it to the local net, and we verify the deployment using the Surfpool Studio and Solscan. Now you have a working Solana development environment, and then you can just get started developing on Solana with this. Thank you.